Hello, this is Eric from Summit Metals. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have a very exciting video for you, and I want to spend just a minute to give you a little background. As you know, we have a channel partner, Bald Guy Money, and he has done something really incredible for us. And this is in association with this new relationship we have with Germania Mint, a product we sell at the Summit Metals website. Bald Guy Money went down to the actual mint there in Poland near the German border, and there he did 2 interviews that we're going to show you. One is of the mint. It's the pressing of a bar and everything that's involved in that. And then we have a video with one of their product managers showing you some of the unique Germania Mint products, even how to correctly pronounce the name, which I'm not doing now. But you will become highly informed about how their mint operates, what their products are, what they mean. And so we wanted to send a huge thank you to Bald Guy Money for taking the effort to do this, and really are excited to share this with our audience. So thank you so much for joining us. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell. And we look forward to hearing from you about this video and others in the future.
I am lucky enough today to be a guest at the Germania Mint in Jelenia Góra, Poland, which is basically on the border of Poland and Czech Republic. We're also not far from the German border, and we are in the lands that the Romans used to call Germania, and that's where the name Germania Mint comes from. Now, we're in the area where they are pouring silver bars, the fantastic quality silver bars that come out of the Germania Mint. And if you come here, I'll show you, this is the silver shot that they use when pouring these bars. It is absolutely beautiful. The facilities are incredible, and I can see exactly why their products are top quality. So I've shown you all the silver shot they use. We've been in the production area, and this is what the bar looks like when it comes off of the production line. And you can see that there is no serial number yet put in there. So, you know, we don't know who this one is going to go to, but I'm sure some lucky person is going to buy this and get this. And you wouldn't believe this, you know, I'm very well known for touching silver with my hands, my bars, my coins, etc. But the quality control process here is so tight, they actually forced me. They said, you cannot touch it without putting a glove on, because we don't want somebody to get this with some kind of fingerprints or any dirt smudges on it. So the quality control is very tight here, but as you can see, this bar is absolutely perfect. Not yet with the serial number. Okay, so here is where the unique code is applied to the bar. Now, what I want to say is there are a lot of rumblings and dissatisfactions with people saying that there are fake products coming out of China, fake silver, fake coins, fake bars. But here at the Germania Mint, what they're doing is they're putting an individual code on each bar, and then after this is done, a hologram is added. And I've just spoken with the production manager, and what you can do is, if you're ever concerned about the authenticity of your product, you can contact the Germania Mint. You can give them the code that is now, as you can see, being applied to the bar, as well as cross-check with the hologram that is applied to it to confirm the authenticity, just to have that full confidence that the bar you're getting is a real Germania Mint bar. So we've just seen some production of 1 kilogram bars here, and I asked the question, I said, okay, is it good enough just to get close to 1 kilogram? And they said they have very tight quality control when it comes to the weight of the bar. So when you buy a 1 kilogram Germania Mint bar, the minimum weight has to be 1,000 grams, which is 1 kilogram, 0.05 grams, up to 1,000.55 grams, which means with every 1 kilo bar that you buy from the Germania Mint, you're actually getting slightly more silver than you bargained for. The last step in the production process here at the Germania Mint is putting a very thin foil over the bar. Now, I was just talking to the production manager again, and if you come over here, he was telling me that they fought for a long time in order to perfect this process, in order to get a very thin plastic layer over here, allowing you to touch it with your hands without dirtying the bar itself. but with making the foil practically invisible. And I know a lot of collectors and people who don't like to touch silver with their hands really appreciate this innovation from the Germania Mint. You can see here already the holographic sticker has been applied to the product. So, you know, I think this is something that definitely differentiates the Germania Mint from other mints in that they protect the product for those who are concerned about spotting and fingerprints, etc., with this very thin foil. So I'm here with Natalia, who is the product development director here at Germania Mint, and we're looking at some of their products. And Natalia, I'd love for you to tell me, and let's start maybe from the bullion products, a little bit more about the products, what separates Germania Mint products from other private mints, and basically what we're looking at here. So if you could take me through these bullion products.
Hello everyone. Okay, so Germania products with this investment part, we make 3 different type of metal: silver, copper, and gold. We try to make investment product, but with the touch of Germania Mint, so we are really focusing on the quality of the bar. So we develop the silver, we start with silver bar, so it's very shiny surface, detail stamp, and so on. We have individual hologram, and everything we pack with foil. You can touch the shiny bar without destroying it. So each bar
I'm just going to show this one up to the camera a little bit, just so people who might not be familiar with the products can really recognize what we're talking about here. Let's try to get it. Here you have it with the hologram here. So this, when you're talking about counterfeiting, this is something that protects you as a consumer when you purchase this product against getting a fake product. And also, when you're trying to resell it on the market, having this hologram and everything, being able to verify the source makes it much easier to sell back when you're ready to make that decision. So tell me a little bit about this copper bar here.
So yes, copper was difficult to achieve because copper easily oxidate with touch and everything. So
it turns green, right?
Yeah. So we decided to also put the special fur on it, so you can have longer and longer beautiful copper in your hand. I think that this bar we have 1 year, maybe 2 years in our.
Let me show it on the camera here, because I know some of you stack copper. I don't personally stack copper. I'm strictly gold and silver. But this bar you said has been here for more than a year, and just look at the color, and it has all of the same safety mechanisms that silver bar that I showed you had. So those of you who are interested in copper, again, I don't stack copper personally, but for those of you who are interested, I think these are fantastic copper products. Now, how about gold? I see you have 2 different gold products here.
Yes, we had 2 different gold cast bar with 1 ounce. We put 1 ounce bar in special plastic packaging. So you have certificate on the background, also hologram on the bar.
I didn't know this one also had a hologram. I've got to show you guys this. Also having the hologram. Again, guys, protect yourselves against the counterfeit products. Make sure you buy the dealer before you buy their product. You're getting it from a reputable dealer, but fantastic products like this also protect you and also make it easier to sell it back. Remember, when you're buying, especially precious metals, you have to think at some point of the sell side, of the sell back side, and things like this make it much easier to deal with. This is fantastic. And you also have the 1 gram bar, I see.
And with the hologram on all bar, the one of the last step of the production, when we put hologram on the bars and number in front, we have special program when we connect the number on the hologram with the number on the bar, so we can tell after this number, knowing this number, when we produce the bar, the exact weight of the bar, the time, and who from our employee was packaging the bar. So we have every data about the bar with hologram and numbering. And last one, the newest one, it's 1 gram with gold. This is without the hologram and without the numbering because of the weight. It's the cheapest bar, 1 gram in gold. We also have 1 gram in silver, but we sell this in silver in bulk packaging. The 1 gram also receive own silver plastic.
I'm going to show it because this is just a really beautiful 1 gram bar. And again, I know some of you are concerned about the premiums on these 1 gram bars, etc. But, if you are a stacker on a budget or are a prepper who wants to be prepared for a future where 1 ounce of gold might be $20,000, having this allows you to be prepared as well as flexible within your gold stack. So, that's just food for thought. Now, apart from the bullion products, I'll let you do that. Apart from the bullion products here, you have these absolutely fantastic kind of collector series products. And I would just love for you to tell me a little bit about them. How this design process is done here, and why your products have found so much traction in the collector's market, and why the prices and that people are willing to pay after market are going higher and higher. So tell me a little bit about these.
Okay, so I think the most important thing in how we make our coins and bars are people. We have amazing team from product development department, but also from the marketing. So we cooperate really close together. We have special creative meetings, 1 in a week, when we accept together the designs, the idea, the topic, and so on, the samples, how we can achieve the ennobling, and so on. So we are a small group of people which can decide that we want to go in that way.
And these really have a lot of story behind them that are really connected to the brand itself. So, let's just start with this one. I understand this one is quite a popular one. What is this coin, and tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah. So Germania, this one is from 2025, the newest Germania. So we decided that our main product will be each year the personification of Germania. So the land of Germania, and it's, we have history behind that. So each year she is in different situation. She are going across the country, she are moving, she was on the ship, I think, last 2 years ago. So she developed through the year. So we don't put only the personification of Germania and stay with that. We try to create some story behind that also. So.
Maybe if I can just show this one up close, because, obviously Germania, and by the way, for people viewing this in English-speaking countries, I know we tend to say Germania, but if we're talking about the actual Roman Latin pronunciation, it should be Germania. So, just let that be a lesson. It's me who's saying it wrong. But I forgive myself. All right, so how about this one? This one is absolutely incredible. This is silver with a touch of gold on it as well, yeah?
Yes, this is silver with special antique finish and selective gold plating, so it's real gold on that. So, different shape, amazing design. You can see all the details, especially when we put the antique finish. So the series, when we can see that, it's really, really amazing. The new series, I think that we will have 3 or 4 in that series.
This is Ceres, is that correct?
Ceres, yes.
Oh, I've got to show you this, guys. I mean, the attention to detail here, how tiny these details, I hope this is picking it up, these tiny, tiny details on the coin. I mean, this is something that you're really not going to find from many other mints here at all. I mean, this is just really great. Okay, so we've covered these ones. I'd love for you to tell me about this big bad boy right here. What is this? This is just big, and it is detailed, and this for me is just a piece of art, really. Tell me about this.
Yes, so this is one of our best series, Valkyries. So here we have Solveig, the 2-ounce coin with high relief, antique finish, and coloring.
So the Valkyries, these were like, my mythology is not that great. Maybe you can tell us, it's like the Norse female fighters, is that correct?
Yes, you can say that. But we also have, because Germania mythology was, really close to north and so on. So we had also the Valkyries in Germania mythology.
Okay.
So usually also with the beast and other topics, you can find the same or close name in other mythology close to that region we decided to focus, like Germania.
I like how it's really inspired by the folklore of the area, and it's really, it's not obviously anything sinister or anything like that. It's really embracing the traditions and the culture of the area, and embracing that past, which is just really a respect for the history. I really appreciate that about your products.
That was the main reason why we decided to become Germania, because we was looking for European topics. Not Polish, not some country. We want to create something European. So then we make research. We was reading a lot and so on, and we decided that Germania was really big area on other different nation and so on. So this is the best to have a lot of history, the mythology, and everything close to European people. So
I think that's great, because a celebration of European heritage is what I really like here, because it's just something that I think maybe doesn't get the right attention. Maybe sometimes it's even negatively portrayed, but this is all just not only beautiful, but just a positive representation of that. Tell me about these. These are really very interesting for me. What is it that we're looking at here, these three different products?
Yes, so this is the silver bars. Each bar have 1 ounce of silver, but we create not the investment bars, but collector bars. So each bars have a special shape, and each bar have own rune, and these runes have own meanings. So we decided on to find the rune with good meanings like happy in life, good fortune, love, and so on. So each rune are specially prepared because we cast that. But after that, we need to change the surface to look like antique, stone, like rune, stone with rune. And after the antique finish, we also put UV effect. So each series has 6 runes and different colors.
Yeah, and I'm going to take a separate shot of this so you can see exactly what this looks like. But just for those of you wondering what this little flashlight is here, this is something also sold by the Germania Mint. Produced here, let me get it. Oh, there we go. We got the branding here, which is a UV flashlight. And when you put the UV up to these runes, and again, I'm going to show it in a separate shot just so you can see it more clearly. I mean, these things just light up. It's incredible. When I take the light away, it's as if nothing's there.
Yeah.
But when I light it up, I mean, really for somebody who's looking for something that's unique for a collector, or what I really like about this? If you are an adult that appreciates the fact that gold and silver are money, and you want to get the younger generation interested in precious metals, gold and silver, I think this is the perfect way. This would be, we're in April now. You've got plenty of time to get these for Christmas and get your kids understanding really what real money is and the value of precious metals. That is fantastic. Is there anything else I should know about these?
About runes, each rune have own packaging with own certificates. So you can receive the rune, you can give it as a present. And on the certificate, you have the whole story about the rune, what its meaning, how much weight and contain of the metal and so on. So you receive with one packaging, the present packaging, the certificate with the story of the rune. So it's really amazing to go and interest people in that, because you have in one packaging a story about the runes, but also we make also that with the coins, that on certificate you have all the details. So when you have the product in hand, you have also the story, and you can learn about that.
What I really like is, as I said, this is something that I think young people can really get into and understand the value of precious metals. But also, you do get that kind of educational aspect from that kind of appreciation of that element of European history that's included there. So it's actually a very educational product as well. I really love that. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to present these products. Now, the majority of these products are available right at the website at www.summitmetals.com, so you can find most of these. Now, for some of the products, they may either not be available or in stock. Make sure you're reaching out to Summit Metals customer support to let them know what products it is from the Germania Mint you want to see made available on the website. And Natalia, I hope this won't be the last time that we're going to meet.
Hope so.
Very
Thank
nice
you
to
very
meet you.
much.
Take care.